Just glancing over David Leitch's director filmography, I don't think he has missed. Oh, wait, hang on. Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. Ugh, you hate to see it. Everybody has one. Like, subscribe, comment, and tell a friend if you haven't. If you're new here, check out the channel and let me know what you think. Let's dive into The Fall Guy. Let's just jump right into this one. I really enjoyed this movie. And to be honest, there isn't a whole lot to critique. The Fall Guy is one of those films where you see the trailers, you recognize the director, and you know what you're signing up for. This film is very self-aware, action-packed, comical, and it's just all around a silly movie, which is okay. You can say the writing is a bit lackluster and that some of the story beats are a little nonsensical, and I would agree with you. But again, if you've seen any of Leitch's works, like John Wick, Atomic Blonde, Bullet Train, Deadpool 2, it's honestly kind of hilarious to me that Deadpool 2 has probably the most well thought out plot of all of those films. Anyway, I digress. If you've seen any of his movies, then you know that the story isn't generally the highlight of the movies that he creates. And that's not meant to be an insult either. I enjoy his work a lot, but he typically uses the plots as a springboard for creating extravagant and complex action sequences and enjoyable and relatable characters. His movies succeed because of the set pieces, witty banter, and the talented casts that him and his crew assemble. And The Fall Guy is no different. This is a David Leitch joint through and through. Now, if we're going to discuss a new David Leitch movie, I feel it's best to start with what he's known for, which is the action. If you're not aware, Leitch spent most of his career as a stuntman and as a stunt coordinator. He tried his hand at directing, commanding the second unit on films like The Wolverine, Captain America Civil War, and Jurassic World, before fully transitioning into the director's chair. This movie really is a testament to his career and his experiences. It seems like everything he had learned, all the skills he had acquired as a stunt performer and a coordinator, are just on full blast. The set pieces are elaborate, the action is so well choreographed and engaging, and the camera work is impeccable. You always have a sense of where you are and what is going on. There are no unnecessary cuts or disorienting camera angles trying to hide sequences that didn't come out quite as right. You see everything, and he shows you everything. He peppers in all sorts of different action sequences as well. Ryan Gosling goes toe-to-toe with a handful of goons in a nightclub while high on LSD, knocking skulls around with champagne bottles. There's a chaotic car chase through downtown Sydney that evolves into a fistfight on a garbage truck with a stunt dog sidekick. And the finale is fantastic. It was like watching a scene from Nitro Circus from back in the day. There are explosions, brawls, car flips, ridiculous jumps, and a helicopter hang. It's got everything. It's like Leitch took everything you love about action movies and put it all in one gigantic scene. And look, as I said before, the story is a little thin, but that's okay because the characters really make this movie. Ryan Gosling plays an experienced stuntman, Colt Seavers, making his return to the industry after suffering a horrific injury. Emily Blunt plays his ex-girlfriend and still current love interest, Jody Moreno, the current director on the film that Colt is working on. And both of them are hilarious and just so charming in this film. Their chemistry is electric and it just feels so natural. And quite honestly, it's probably some of the best chemistry I've seen portrayed in a rom-com in a while. And this movie really is, at its core, a romantic comedy. But don't let that dissuade you, because there is a ton of fun action in this movie in the counterplot that runs parallel to the love story. And that plot involves a murder and the setup as Ryan Gosling's character as the fall guy for that murder by Aaron Taylor Johnson's Tom Ryder, who plays a pompous, arrogant movie star who goes missing. Colt is assigned by Ryder's producer Gale to find him and return him to set, only for it to be revealed later that Gale and Ryder are framing Colt of the murder of Ryder's former stuntman at the hands of Ryder himself. It sounds ridiculous, and it kind of is. And most of the scenes that would be overly serious or ham-fisted in a normal action drama are really just played for laughs in this film, and that's what makes it work. It knows what it is, and it plays to that strength. And the rest of the cast outside of Gosling and Blunt are all equally as fantastic. Taylor Johnson, he's not in the movie much, but when he is, he's good. He's funny, and he just plays the self-centered, douchey, narcissistic megastar to a T, especially in the finale. Hannah Waddingham plays Gale, also very funny in this. Winston Duke is in another movie besides Black Panther and the Avengers. I really enjoy Winston Duke, and I really wish he would get cast in more projects. He plays Dan, the stunt coordinator of the movie, and an old friend of Colt's. And him and Gosling's banter is perfect. I think if you're just looking for a fun, kind of turn your brain off night out at the movies, and you like David Leitch's work, then I think you'll find a lot to enjoy about The Fall Guy. Gosling and Blunt are in top form. This really is just a summer rom-com with large-scale action infused inside of it. Don't go in expecting to be blown away by the plot or some compelling narrative. Just plan on having a good time at the movies, and it'll be worth the price of admission.